Now it's that time of the month again when we've got the new issue of the Mover magazine. This is the February issue, and we've got lots in there this time for you to read and enjoy, including an interview in the centre pages, our cover story, which is with Sarah and Matt Lane from Britannia Lanes in Cornwall, and their dad, Mark, who Mark is the second, they are the third generation of the family business. And I thought it was interesting. The reason I did it was because I thought it was interesting to see how the new generation thinks about the industry and whether indeed it's any different from the previous one. So do have a look and find out for yourself. That's on page 26. That's our cover story. But we've also got there's a nice story that I did an interview with Ben Cross. Now some of you will know Ben. He's the guy behind the Love and Reload podcasts that have become very popular, and he's done an extremely good job with them. And I wanted to do an interview with him to find out more about that, but also to find out more about the company that he runs. And I found out some interesting things, things that I didn't know about what he was doing. And I'm not going to tell you here because you're going to have to read the story, but do read it. It's on page 22, and Ben's entertaining guy, and I'm sure you'll like reading the story. Talking of entertaining guys, there's also an interview with Fred Delaney. Fred is always good for a quote or two, and his story is about the way that his company is developing groupage services for the corporate market, and that is becoming, I would guess, a more and more important part of the market, with shipment sizes reducing and so on, the environmental impact of that too, and there's lots of other things. I've got the final stories from the Movers and Storers show. One is about sustainability, we're talking about that very thing, and the other one is about self-storage. It's a presentation that Rennie Schaefer did from the Self-Storage Association to just give people a bit of an insight into the state of the self-storage industry. And if you're in that business or thinking about getting into it, then I'm sure you're going to be interested to read that. Anyway, there's loads of stuff in the magazine, as always. There's also, I should say, a very small piece in there introducing the fact that Chris Mackley has taken over to be the general manager of Omni. And now that Ian Waters is stepping away from that role, Ian is leaving in April. Chris is already there working alongside him to have the handover, and I would just like to say that I wish Chris every success in that new role. Anyway, but take a look at the magazine, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.